Rockstar Games presents a Rockstar San Diego production. Blackwater Station. Red Dead Redemption. Art directors Darren Bader, George Davis. Ich glaube, ich lese das doch nicht vor, das wird zu lang.
Well, I, for one, am grateful, Mrs. Bush, that they are finally bringing civilization to this savage land.
I could not agree with you more, my dear. My daddy settled this land, and I know he'll be looking down on us, pleased at how we help the natives.
Yes, they've lost their land, but they've gained access to heaven.
But Father, do you mean unless an innocent receives communion, they're destined to go to hell? It hardly seems fair.
What I mean to say, Jenny, is that there is a great deal of difference between an innocent and a savage.
I never thought of it that way.
Yes, they lived like animals, but they're happier now.
Not only do people now have motor cars, Father, but I heard that pretty soon we will be able to fly.
No, only angels can fly, Jenny.
No, apparently people can fly. Didn't you hear? Out in Kansas, a man even got a car to fly.
I hardly think so, Jenny.
Apparently, Mr. Johns wants to run for governor, which is why he's so concerned with cleaning up the state.
Nate Johns.
Yes.
His family is nothing but hillbilly trash that came here after the war. I don't want to be judgmental, but this state should not be ruled by such a disgusting family. A family without class.
Apparently, the Johns family have made a lot of money, and he has a lot of friends in politics.
Mrs. Bush, money isn't everything. There are many things that money cannot buy.
It seems that money can buy voters, though.
What you must remember, my dear, is that we have been brought here to spread the word. And the word and civilization, they are the same thing. They are the gifts. It is the opportunity we have, the chance to live among people who are decent and who do not kill each other, and who let you worship in peace.
It's so confusing, Father. Sometimes I find it impossible to make the distinction between a loving act and a hateful one. I mean, they often seem to be the same thing.
Yes, Jenny, it is confusing. But you only have to ask me if you need help.
Indeed.
Well, here we are, Mrs. Bush. Armadillo.
Want to drink some whiskey later?
Und da sind wir anscheinend in Armadillo angekommen, an der Armadillo Station. Und ich heiße euch herzlich willkommen zu meinem Let's Play von Undead Nightmare. Nicht Undead Nightmare, das läuft parallel, bin ich ein bisschen verwirrt. Sondern das Hauptspiel Red Dead Redemption. So, ich habe das schon mal ein bisschen Okay. Ich habe das schon mal ein bisschen angezockt, also weiß ich ungefähr, wie die Steuerung funktioniert. Nicht, dass ihr euch jetzt verarscht fühlt oder so. Ist schon okay.
You must be John Marston.
Sometimes.
I'm Jake. Your friends from Blackwater hired me to guide you.
They ain't my friends.
Führer.
Pleased to meet you, Jake.
I got the horses saddled up and ready out front.
Folge Jack zu den Pferden. Oder Jake. Was hat denn der für Probleme? Ups. Sorry. Ich nehme das hier. Oh. Das ist ungefähr wie beim Laufen ein bisschen. Oh, was machst du? Nein, nicht die Frau umrennen. Ja, ist wirklich wie beim Laufen. Ja. Um deinem Pferd die Sport zu geben. Oh. Achso, ich muss da hinten. Seht ihr, es geht schon los.
That's right.
Ain't taken nobody up to the fort in a long time. Strange place for a decent fella to want to visit, if you don't mind me saying.
Who said I was a decent fella?
It's been abandoned for years now. Folks say it was built during the Mexican War. What kinds of soldiers around back then?
Why'd they leave?
Well, I ain't entirely sure. I heard they had to go
Die
up
Aussage
north
deines
to find
Pferdes
Indians or
wird als
maybe they
Balken
got
links
tired of
von
being
deinem Radar
soldiers and
angezeigt.
went looking for gold.
Das Grüne
You know
also da
how
unten.
things is.
Okay.
So what are you doing up at the fort?
I'm
Two
looking for an old
crows.
friend.
Well, like I says, you ain't gonna find
Und
many
immer der
folk
Sonne
around
entgegen.
those parts these days. Those you do find are about as sociable as most reader back to. I mean, I ain't one to judge a man by the company he keeps, but
Well, he ain't been friends for a long time.
are you planning on spending any time in Armadillo, Mr. Marston?
I doubt it. I ain't planning on staying very long.
Well, if you're fixing for some female company, you can do a lot worse than Armadillo. Fine as cream gravy they are. Not like Thieves' Landing. Dang, those girls ain't even fit for a drinking man to hole up with.
I'm a married man, I'm afraid.
Ain't we all? Gio. Yeah, so it was the marshal who hired me. Lee Johnson, do you know him?
I think I heard his name.
Says he got a telegram from some Blackwater big bugs asking for a guy. I guess it's none of my business.
That's right.
You ain't very talkative, are you?
Nope.
I'm just chewing the dog, mister. It's how I am. I don't mean nothing by it.
Trust me. There's things you better off not knowing.
Damn coyotes. What a waste of good meat.
Kamera zu
Almost there, Mr.
fokussieren.
Marston. Just
Okay.
over this hill.
Muss ich Kreis gedrückt halten.
Yeah, yeah.
Ja, ja. Fort Mercer.
Hey,
Listen, mister.
Was
This
hat John
here
Marston
goes
hier
back.
nur verbrochen?
Some gang rode in and took the place over.
so I understand.
This is where we part ways, friend. You have yourself a good time.
Amüsieren sich gut. Nähere dich Fort Mercer. Okay.
Come on.
Ich steig mal lieber ab. Geh zu dem gelben Kreuzchen.
Bill! come for you! Bill Williamson! Come out here right now!
Go away now, John. Don't make me kill you.
Nobody needs to kill anyone, Bill.
You must think I was born yesterday. You always did think I was an idiot.
That ain't fair, Bill. You were as my brother. I've come to try to save you.
Oh. Do I look like I need saving?
Bill, please. They want to kill us all. I can help you.
Well, you never tried to save me before. You only seemed to save yourself.
Bill, I implore you think about this.
You implore me? You implore me. You always were one for fancy words. Oh. Well, things are different now, John. Now I'm in charge. No more Dutch. And no more you. Implored. I implores you to go back and tell them to send someone just a little bit more impressive next time.
Well?
Oh. Poor John.
Das kann doch jetzt nicht das Ende sein, oder? Spiel vorbei. Oh, eine Krähe, die wartet nur, bis wir tot sind. Oh, da kommt jemand. Ist das nicht die Frau aus dem Zug, die an uns vorbeigelaufen ist? Na klar, es ist doch die. Was ein Zufall. Oh, was ein Zufall. Neue Freunde, alte Probleme. Das kennen wir doch alle.
Well, you're alive.
So it would seem.
So, how do you feel?
I don't know the polite word for it.
I do. Stupid is the word we use around here. What were you doing?
I was doing something stupid.
Well, you'll be okay. Once you didn't die, the doctor said you'd be fine. He got the bullets out a couple days ago.
Good.
It cost us $15.
$15, das gibt's ja gar nicht.
Should have left me there to die.
Did you want to die? I mean, was that it? Was that why you went straight out to Fort Mercer and picked a fight with the worst bandit in the county? To die, Mr.
Mr. Marston. John Marston.
Bonnie McFarland. Miss Bonnie McFarland.
Well, you may be right, Miss McFarland. I don't know.
Huh. So what were you doing?
Trying to give Mr. Williamson a chance. For old time's sake.
You know Bill Williamson?
Knew him. Long time ago.
Well, what was he like?
Dumb.
Just like you.
Thank you, miss. See my hat?
I have. And, what will you do now?
Now I'm gonna take my time and go after him the less kind way.
Well, that sounds very fun, Mr. Marston. Quite heroic, just like in those penny dreadfuls my brother used to read. Meanwhile, if you'll excuse me, I've got a ranch to run. Of course, if you're feeling better, why not take a ride with me later? Help me patrol the perimeter. You can earn back some of that money we wasted on doctor's bills.
Of course. And thank you for saving my life, I mean.
Next time, Mr. Marston, I strongly recommend you don't try to lose it quite so earnestly.
I'll bear
Was
that in
eine
mind.
nette Frau. Die hat uns gerettet. Einfach mal so. Einen fremden Mann. Sehr solidarisch. So, und ich glaube, das war's. Folge Bonnie, das werden wir in der nächsten Folge machen von Red Dead Redemption. Ich bedanke mich fürs Zusehen, fürs Liken und Abonnieren. Wenn euch das Video gefallen hat, dann gebt ihm einen Finger nach oben. Wenn nicht, dann halt nicht. Und bis dahin, ciao.